Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Roll Report. I am your Roll 2IC, and today we're going to continue our little mini series of the 25 Prepper quotes that was sent to me by one of you. The link to this, I will put a link into the description of the website, which is called theprepare.com, and that way you can go and check them out for yourself. We just did a video on the first five. We're going to do the second five, and so we're going to go up to 10 today. Keep on the lookout. If you like these, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, um, and just keep on the lookout so that way you don't miss the rest of these. Uh, Without further ado, I'm going to start on these. So, proper quote number 6. Civilization is only 3 days of missed meals away from anarchy. Yep, 100% agree. Um, could the timing be off a little bit? Yes, this is just kind of a saying or a quote, a generalization, whatnot. Um, but that is completely true. Usually, it is the first 24 hours ish to kind of figure out what in the world's going on. The second kind of 24 hours usually is when fear starts setting in, hopes begin to dwindle, people start making plans to start taking advantage of the situation. And then by the time you get to day three, pretty much everybody is scared and you have total chaos. So, yes, I will 100% agree with that. So, moving on to number 7. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Okay, for the most part, yeah, 100%. I will. I'll dial that back. 90%. I 90% agree with that. You hear this one a lot that it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. A lot of this, the firearms, your 2A community uses this, and in that sense, yes, I agree. Um, but people take this to an advantage. So if you take a few exceptions out, I guess I'll 100% agree with this. But people will take this and they will, excuse me, they'll say, "Oh, this massive generator, is on sale, and I absolutely have to have it." And they have three or four generators. They're on city power. They have solar and all this other stuff, and so the odds of them ever needing it, it probably isn't that great. And then on top of that, they took out a loan and put part of it on credit card, and they went into massive debt and all this other stuff. And I'm going off on the tangent and kind of going to an extreme, which is why I said 90% in the first place. But in retrospect, probably 100%. So let's move on. So, Harper quote number 8: "Failing to prepare is preparing to fail." I laugh because I just used this in the last one. Yes, yes. If you don't have that redundancy to where you are basically, especially if you're just new to this, if this is your first time here, welcome. Uh, but if you are new to the preparedness community, this is that two is one, one is none, and this is basically kind of a different way of saying it. If I am into this and I make plan A, okay, there it is, plan A. Okay, what's plan B? What do you mean? Well, what happens if plan A doesn't work? Well, I never thought about it. Okay, I'll make plan B. Okay, well, I have plan A and plan B. Now what? Okay, make plan C. Keep going. Um, it's one of those ones that I see it all over the place. I see it in businesses, and it baffles me in business. You get these people that they will do. They'll make a schedule and they'll put this and this and this and this, and there you go. And they made the schedule. Well, somebody gets into an accident on the way into work, or somebody's kid gets sick or whatever, and then the boss that made the schedule is all frantically running around, and they're like, "Oh, that ruins the whole day," and all this other stuff. And I go, "Why didn't you plan for this? Why didn't you plan that their kid was going to get sick? I understand that. But why didn't you have plan B in case something happened?" When you make a schedule, and I've been a boss, I've been in that situation where I've had to make schedules, and I make a schedule, and it's really really good, and then I stop after I do it, and I go, "All right, now Monday, if somebody calls off, where's my backup plan? Who do I call? Where do I move some people around?" And I usually never had a problem. I was never one of those to run around and scream and get mad and take it out on employees and the whole day's ruined things. You failed to prepare. So, with that one, absolutely yes, I 100% agree with that one. So, let's move on to prepper quote number 9. Prepping is about preparing for emergencies. I like that. Pre. It's not responding to an emergency. It's not the aftermath of the emergency. You are preparing. If you can get that pre part, you are planning before anything happens. And the thing in the preparedness community is kind of that it's better to have and not need. So we hope if you are a real, true prepper, you hope that pretty much everything that you have, you hope to never actually pull it out for an emergency. It's great to practice with your firearm. It's great to get your axe out and use it, sharpen it, make sure everything still works, all that. It's great to utilize all of your stuff. It's also great to buy it for the specific reason of I have this in case of an emergency, and you don't ever have to use it because nothing happens that you need it. So yes, 100%. I really like that one. Um, Prepping is about getting your things done before things happen. Depending on where you are with all the news and all the things that are going around locally, nationally, around the world, and all that, I don't know how much time we got left. And this isn't me trying to push product down your throat. This isn't me trying to fear porn you so everybody subscribes and comes back to me and sits on the edge of their seat. Um, Anything can happen at any time. Hopefully, nothing ever does. Um, but there's a lot of tensions all over the world. And so, if you haven't started, the best time to prepare is yesterday. The second best time is today. So, if you're watching this and you haven't done anything, today's a great day to start preparing for anything, natural disaster, civil unrest, anything that you have the mindset that could happen. Um, so let's round this one out and let's go to quote number 10. Remember, when disaster strikes, the time to prepare has passed. Okay, that just basically goes back to number 9. You prepare, so you prepare before the event, the disaster, whatever, because once it happens, you can't prepare. You can respond, you can react, but you can't prepare. It's done. It's over. There is no more time to prepare. So that basically kind of goes together, number 9 and number 10. Um, I so far this whole list. I mean, I kind of pre-read it all before that, and if these were all really bad or a bunch of if I was going to speak negatively, I probably wouldn't have aired this. But um, these are all really really great ones. A lot of these might be things to write down and just kind of look at time to time. But there's your second 5. Keep on the lookout. We're going to do the next 3 in this, and we'll just keep on going through this little bit of mini series. So I want to thank you again for sending this in, so that way I can share it with the rest of the community. If you have articles that you want me to see or videos you want me to watch to have my opinion on it, anything in the news, anything that you want to see more content on, if you want my opinion, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, you can do it by putting in the comments. The email is always at the start of this. Get a hold of me somehow. So, with that, I just want to remind everybody to remain united because we're all prepping in this together.